So I just watched the Steve Jobs commencement speech from Stanford University in 2005. Never heard of it, hadn't seen it before until I spoke with a man this week named Mike Pratt. And he said, check it out, you'll love it, it'll connect with you. And so I watched it, and he was absolutely right. One of the quotes that stood out to me that I didn't catch until the second time through. I watched it the second time, put it on a faster speed, like 1.75, and said, what other points can I catch from this? And when I heard it the second time, I saw it says, or he said, none of this had even a hope of any practical application in my life. Didn't catch it the first time. And the context was he took a calligraphy class when he was in college. Actually, it was after he had dropped out of college, and he was just doing drop-in classes to the ones that stood out to him as being most interesting. And he liked that fact because he could pick and choose the things that resonated well with him instead of taking mandatory classes that weren't that interesting to him. And he dropped out after like 6 months. Originally, it was breaking his family, or it was costing them more than he wanted to see. And he didn't have a direct perspective of where exactly he wanted to go. So he said, I'll just drop out. Well, he took a calligraphy class based on seeing fonts around campus and being impressed with and encouraged by how it looked. So he's like, I'll take this calligraphy class. So he did. And it was very inspiring for him. In fact, he attributes the way that the font was on the Mac, and then he makes a joke that actually Windows copied him, so Windows wouldn't have it either without him taking that calligraphy class back in the day. So that quote, none of this had even a hope of any practical application in my life, just continues to ring in my head. Because I'm thinking about that for myself. I'm taking a public speaking class, and how is that even going to apply with what I do in sales? I don't know. There's probably some correlations that there's an argument to be made, but nevertheless, I'm fascinated with learning this skill, improving on it, and building on it. Regardless of where it goes or how deeply valuable it is, it's encouraging to me. So in that, I'm just pondering deeply. I just listened to a book on creativity about a month ago, and it also talked about that. Just follow what is interesting to you and let your passion drive you, let your thought process drive you, even if it's not super practical today, or even if it's not, the super responsible thing to do today. Now, obviously, that's taken with a grain of salt. We have to take care of our responsibilities. I got kids, I got bills, and I got to handle that. However, spending time on things that seem like they aren't practical is incredibly valuable. It's incredibly inspiring. And so I just want to put an encouragement out there to consider that and to do that, follow that, and ponder, what am I interested in, and what can I do that brings value and joy to my day right now, instead of thinking, one day I'll do that cool calligraphy class, or maybe one day I'll do that art, or one day I'll learn how to public speak, or maybe one day I'll start a podcast. And I'm encouraging you to think about, let's do it right now. Like, what steps can I take right now to bring more vigor into my life, to more excitement into my life? And then let's do it. So let me know what you think, and go out there and be bold, and let's live life and enjoy it, yeah?